Hey everybody, I'm Amy from BodyFit by Amy, and this is your dumbbell iso strength workout. So in this workout, we are going to get your entire body working for strength using our dumbbells. I will be using my 10, 15, and 20 pound dumbbells. You can use whatever you have available to you. We are going to do a mix of back to basic strengths and some isometric movements. Of course, I'll give you lots of options to work to your level. Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's start just by getting our muscles warm. We're gonna keep this warm up pretty short, but you can start just by marching and pumping your arms, jogging in place, whatever you need to do to get the energy up, get the blood flowing, get your body's temperature up, warm and ready to go. We'll get a few little mobility movement prep exercises, starting with some little shoulder rolls right here. And then we will jump in adding our weights. As you can see behind me, I have 3 sets of dumbbells. Don't worry if you only have 1 set or just a few sets. Use whatever you have available to you. I'll be working with 10, 15, and 20 pound dumbbells, and I'll try to cue you as when you may wanna go heavier or lighter. We're gonna take those arms up to a nice big I, and then you're gonna hinge drive the hips to the back. So just like this, shoulder mobility and back, trying to pull the arms behind the shoulders, and then drive the hips back right here. Arms behind the ears, I should say. So I'll be alternating with those dumbbells. You'll notice I also have a bench. That is optional. If you don't have a bench, you can do everything that we're doing on the floor. Let's take this now to a Y, toes out, into a squat. So here, you don't have to get super low, but opening up the knees to open up the hips, and you're gonna go wider with this, yes. And I also have a mini loop band. Again, totally optional. You don't have to have it. It will just give you a little extra burn if you wanna add it on one move that we're gonna be doing a bridge that will either be done off the bench or down on the mat. Now, last one, let's make a big T with our arms and step out into a side lunge. So it is iso strength. So if you've ever done isometric work before, isometric just means when the muscle is contracting, but it's not lengthening or shortening, right? So it basically is a hold. Your classic isometric exercise is, of course, a good old plank, right? So we'll be doing some versions of that. Let's take it back here. We're gonna tap, reach the arms forward, open up the hips. Tapping back, you can get down to a lunge if you want, or you can just tap back. So we're going to go through 3 versions of an exercise, back to back to back, a few seconds in between to adjust, all right? So you are gonna get a good burn, hold it here, and you can either just hold this stretch or drop it down, open up that hip a little more, reach up, reach through, world's greatest stretch. So we'll start with 40 seconds of a back to basic strength. We'll take it to 30 seconds of something where we have half isometric, like a hold at the bottom and a tap out. Go ahead and switch your legs here. And then we'll finish with 20 seconds of an isometric hold, all right? I think you'll get the hang of it once we go. You can hold this stretch here or take it down, reach it up, and reach through. So we'll cover those big movement patterns first. Our last round, we'll get a little more with those accessory muscles. If you can, meet me down on the mat into that plank or on your knees, whatever feels better for you, a little forward and back. So we'll keep it pretty basic. You can always stay back to basics with that first exercise if you want. Little drop of the hips. Again, you can do this from your knees or your toes, but getting that stretched out. And then slowly walk those hands back and come up. Slowly take your time, coming all the way up. So I'm gonna talk you through it as we go. Again, you get a quick little breather in between each round of each exercise. So 5 or 10 seconds, not long, but enough to get set up as I talk you through what we're gonna do, all right? So don't let it get in your head. You can always drop the weight. You can always take it back to basics. You can always take the modification. The goal is to get our muscles strengthening through increased time under tension, meaning more time that they are holding those exercises, all right? So we're gonna start with a basic goblet squat. So you're gonna hold the weight right here, you're gonna sit low, you're gonna drive it up. So I'm gonna go with one heavy, I'm gonna go with my 20. Then I'll talk you through our second and third round of this exercise. Weight here we go. Now the nice thing about this format is that because we're doing basically all 3 sets of one exercise in one round, then it's gonna move quickly and it's a no repeat workout, right? We get 3 versions of an exercise going down in time, and then we take it to the next exercise and you're done with that specific exercise. So that's kind of nice, no repeat. Once you're through that burner of a circuit, you're done with it, all right? We got 5 seconds here trying to get low in that goblet squat. 3, 2, 1. All right, breathe for a second, watch me. This time we're gonna hold at the bottom, iso hold, little tap out, tap in. Your goal is to stay low the entire time if you can. Then our last 20 seconds, we'll just hold at the bottom, all right? 30 seconds, get low and hold. Here we go. Tap right, tap it in, tap left, and in right here. Stay down there, it's only 30. If you need a breather, you can come up in between. But if you're able, the goal is to have isometric. We're holding at the bottom of the movement. However, we're keeping it down. Woo! 5 seconds to get that muscle endurance, get everything working hard. 3, 2, 1, breathe. And we're taking it down, 20-second iso hold. Here we go, join me here. Now, if you need to, you can bring that weight down below. You can drop the weight completely. It's only 20 seconds and we're halfway there. So hold, drop those hips. We've got less than 10 seconds to go. Weight in the heels, core engage. For 3, 2, 1, and burn. Catch your breath, team. Woo! All right, so that is what it looks like, all right? That's 1 round, 1 exercise. 3 different versions, quick breathers in between, and different things. Next, we're gonna take it to a bent over row. Then we're gonna hold one while we row the other for 15 and switch. Then we're gonna hold them both up for 20, all right? Grab heavy to medium weights for this. Your back is strong. Starting with that 40 seconds, core engaged, hinge, here we go. Regular row, and here. Now I've got my feet parallel. Nice flat back. If you need to, you can always stagger. Right here. You can always take this to 1 weight between both hands. Don't worry, we're gonna rest our back in between. Trying to not get up into the shoulders and keep the shoulders down and pull with those big muscles along your spine, right? 10 seconds to go. Breathe. Yes, you can. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. All right, we got 30 seconds. We're gonna hold one up while we row the other. So go ahead and join me here. Hold the right, and here we go, left. Looks like this. So you're just holding it up right here. Keep that squeeze on the right side as you row on the left. I know, I feel it too. And switch right here. Hold that left one up while you row the right. So you keep it tight, isometric on one side, while the other side is doing the pull. Yes, you can. 3, 2, breathe. All right, team, last one. It's only 20 seconds. We're gonna hold, keep your back pulled tight, core engaged, hinge, here we go. Now really focus on pulling those elbows together, squeezing the shoulder blades together, keeping a nice straight line from the top of the head to the tailbone. What is your core doing? I want you to lift up in that core and pelvic floor. Keep those elbows up. Keep squeezing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh man, right? Woo! Shake it out. Ha! So we get a good burn, lower body, a good burn upper. Now we go to core. We're gonna come down on our hands, little knee tap. We're gonna have an iso hold where we go back and forth for 15, back and forth for 15, and then we're gonna hold 1 in for 10, 1 in for 10. All right, on those hands, little stretch here, holding up, here we go. So you can bring the knees in 1 at a time. We're not going for a climber, and then you can cross. So up to you. I'm gonna go center, center, and then cross, cross. You can, of course, modify by taking this back instead of in, right? Core is engaged right here. Center. Staying tucked and lifted, right? Zip up the core. Shoulders over the elbows, over the wrist. Little tuck of the pelvis, Button up the rib cage. 5 seconds to go. Stay lifted. 3, 2, 1. Stretch it back, rest your wrist. All right, team, so here we go. We got 30 seconds. Watch me, we're gonna take one knee. You're holding it in, but you're doing a little tick-tock, right and left, elbow to elbow. All right, we got 15 seconds each side. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go, right knee in. You're gonna go right elbow to left elbow. You don't actually have to go to the elbow, but I just want you to swing that knee across. You can also tap it, keeping the foot down. That's gonna work too, but if you can, keep it off the ground, ready, and switch. Here we go, in, over, and back. I know, harder than it looks. Woo! Breathe. Yes. 5 seconds. Stay lifted, stay strong. 3, 2, 1. All right, team, last one. You're just holding one knee straight in, 10 seconds, and then we switch. It's gonna feel better than that little tick-tock. Here we go. In and hold. Stay lifted, stay tucked. So we don't wanna be here, right? But we don't wanna let those hips drop. Bring the knee up towards your chest and up towards your elbows and switch. Here we go. So little lift, a little inch forward just a bit towards the hands. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Stretch it back, everybody. I know, stretch your back, rest your wrist. That was hard to do after that upper body, right? Let's grab a quick sip of water. Woo! First circuit down, 2 more to go. They're quick, I promise. All right, team, this next one is either all down on the mat or a combination of the bench. All right, so if you don't have the bench, watch me here. Here's your 3 exercises. You're gonna get the press. We get some versions of that. You're gonna get a bridge. You can put the band over your knees if you want it. And then we're gonna get a bicycle. You can do all of that on the mat. If you have the bench, you can do all or some of that on the bench. So it's totally up to you. I'm gonna keep my band close by. I'm gonna start with that press. And guys, we're gonna start with a regular, then we're gonna alternate holding one, pressing the other for 15, and then we hold for 20. All right, team, get set, here we go. Regular press. So if you're on the bench like me, you can let those elbows drop a little bit further down from the bench. If you're on the mat, just go down to the mat, up and in. Remember, we wanna angle just a bit. We wanna make sure that you're not bringing those elbows totally out or totally in. Split the difference, 45 degrees. Also, what is happening with your core? Core is engaged, right? Press up and in, right here. 5 seconds to go, then quick little breather. Last one. All right, I'm gonna hold mine at the top. I want you to watch me. We're gonna hold one halfway, and we're gonna press for 15. Then we're gonna hold the other one halfway. But you're holding at the bottom, all right? And then when we hold for 20, we're gonna hold them up together halfway. All right, bring them both down. Hold the right, press the left, up and in. Right here, I know it's hard. If that starts to feel like too much, you can always switch it and hold them at the top. But if you can, join me here because we got 5 more seconds on this side. Think about what is your core doing. Pull it in. Ready, and switch. Woo, I don't know what's harder, the hold or the press. I think second one is harder for each. Oh, I'm so glad I picked my heaviest on this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest them for just a second. Sometimes I like to rest them on my knees instead of down by the side. All right, we get 20 seconds. We're just gonna hold. Let's do it. Here you go, hold at the bottom. We're gonna slowly make our way up. Take it up halfway and hold. Yes, you can. About 3/4 of the way and hold. Hold it there. I know, you think we're going to the top, but we're going back down again. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Right? I know, I feel it too. That's what's hard about this. So there are many ways to build strength, and it doesn't have to be going heavier. It can be things like this, progressive overload with time under tension. All right, team, so if you've got the band, let's bring it above your knees, all right? If you have a bench, you can be here with me, with or without the weight, with or without the band, up and out. Then when we hold, we're gonna hold it here and just go out. then we're just gonna hold, all right? If you're flat on the ground, you can do all of that the same way, all right? 1 or 2 weights, band or no band. We're gonna take it up. Here we go. Up and out. So even if you don't have the band, you're still pressing out with those knees to get abduction. So that's those outer thighs, right? Right here, up and out. Yes, you can. Trying to get all the way to the mat if you can, and then all the way up and out. I know. Burn! So instead of our deadlifts or our swings today, this is gonna be our glutes, our hamstrings. We got some more coming with a little combo exercise. Last 3, 2, 1. Rest for a second. All right, this time we're holding it at the top. Whether or not you have the weight or the band, you're just going out and in with the knees. All right, ISO hold the bridge, abduction. Here we go. Out and in, out and in. Woo, right? I know it's 30 seconds, kind of wishing we had a right and a left, right? Like we have had for most things. Get that burn, keep those hips high. I know, and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, team, if you have the bench, I want you to do me a favor. Let's flip ourselves around. Let's put our feet up on top. If you're on the ground, you're just gonna keep them right where they are. We got 20 seconds. It's a hold. Here we go. Hold it up and out. I know it looks a little funny, but our goal is to try to tuck those hips. Got a little, whew, weight on my pants, right? Try to lift, zip up that core, press those knees out, stay lifted, core engaged, press into those heels. 3, 2, 1, burn. Woo! All right, team, take that band off if you need a little stretch, a little hamstring, a glute stretch. I know that was a lot of booty burn. Now you can stay on the mat or you can be on the bench. I'm gonna come higher, no weight needed for this one. I'm just gonna come higher so you can see me because we're doing a bicycle. All right, team, so join me starting with your regular bicycle. If you need to modify, you can do it standing or here. Here we go. Just here to here, elbow to knee or shoulder to knee. I'm gonna adjust my microphone. So you're just taking it nice and slow, shoulders lifted, rotate through the core. Rotate, here we go. This whole circuit is down on the mat or down on the bench, right? Don't worry, we're gonna take it back up. We're getting a good burn, a good strength burn. But if you've followed me for a while, you know I like to try to make sure that you don't have to do a lot of adjusting or switching of equipment. I try to keep it streamlined because we're moving quickly, right? 3, 2, 1. All right, team, so this is what we've got. If you can, you're gonna hold elbow to knee, and then this opposite one is doing the bicycle. If that is not right for you, you can just hold hand to knee, and you're still doing the bicycle, but you're giving the pressure against the other one. 15 and 15. Here we go. Hold it here. Imagine you're trying to bring the elbow and the knee towards that elbow and knee that are together. Open up. I know it's a little strange, right? If it bothers your neck, you can always just do one. Switch it here. Looks a little weird, but you feel it, right? You can always take it back to basics. Breathe. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, team, 20 seconds, but we're gonna break it up 10 and 10. We're just gonna hold. And again, you can hold hand to knee or elbow to knee. Here we go, 10, hold it. Keep this push, keep this leg out, keep the shoulders lifted if you can, pushing into each other. 3, 2, switch. Opposite leg and opposite shoulder are up, pushing that elbow into the knee. Feel that deep, deep core. 3, 2, 1. Up onto your feet, team. Woo! Toss that band to the side. Let's grab a sip of water again. Here we go. All right, nice little break on the mat. Break that was super challenging on your muscles, I hope. Still kept my heart rate up. All right, team, so third round. No need for the bench on this one, but I want you to watch me here. Heavy weights if you got them. We're taking it to a lunge. You can always Do a tap back if that is better for you. But if you can, we're gonna do a reverse lunge, down and up. We're gonna hold the lunge at the bottom, and we're gonna iso lunge hold while we do a little hinge, forward and back. Nice flat back, so we incorporate that hinge. Then, we're just gonna hold it all at the bottom, wherever your weights are, all right, 20. Before we get that second one, we'll get a version of bicep curls, and then we'll take it other one, we'll get some triceps, we'll finish with some core. Are you with me? I hope so. All right, team, grab those weights. Here we go. Take it to a lunge. 40 seconds, back to basics, right? So you can always tap it back. And again, if that's a better option for you to keep it stationary or tap back, you can do that the whole time. Otherwise, try to still get those holds, even if you don't get as low. Small movements still count, right? Breathe. So we're sneaking in some upper body before we get that other leg, just to give our legs a little breather. Because I know doing something like this, doing the left side right after the right is really challenging. One more right here. Relax for a second. 30 seconds, you're gonna hold the lunge at the bottom, and you're gonna do a little hinge forward. So what I like to do is point my weights down here, push out of it. You're not coming out of the lunge, you're coming out of the hinge. All right, join me, shoulders back, core engaged, hold that lunge, slight hinge, push out of the hinge. So you're just letting your chest drop forward to the knee, then here, while you stay low in the lunge. I know it's a good burn, but you can do it. And here, yes you can, boom. Little hinge, drive it up. Ooh, this is a fun one. I know, we have different ideas of fun. 3, 2, 1, breathe. All right, team, it's coming. 20 seconds, just an isometric hold, and I'm gonna give you an option. If you want, take it to a curtsy. Here we go. Hold it down. If that's not right for you, take it to that regular lunge. Whatever it is, I want you to hold it in place. We're halfway there, 10 seconds. Can you get a little lower? Weight in that front heel. You can even hinge forward just a bit. Remember, we got upper body coming. Shaking is good. 3, 2, 1. Oh, set those down, right? Woo! Good job, legs. Good job, glutes. All right, team, we got our bicep curls, all right? So we're gonna do a bicep curl and a press. Then we're gonna hold one while we do the other. Then we're gonna hold, all right? Join me, something probably medium, but let's get it done. Here we go. Bicep curl, press, in and down. Super simple, right here. Core is engaged, and just be glad that you're not doing a lunge, right? Even though you know it's coming. Strong upper body. Stay lifted in the deep core, aligning the rib cage over the pelvis. 5 seconds. And relax. All right, team, this time we're gonna hold. We got 15 seconds while we do a curl and a press, then 15 seconds other side, all right? Then we're gonna split our hold, 10 and 10. Get ready. Let's hold the right one up. Here we go. Curl and press. This time it's a hammer, right? So we're here. Curl and press while this one holds at about a 90-degree angle. It's not very long, so just hang with me. Yes, you can. Switch it right here. Curl, press. Again, think about a 90-degree. Up, up, down, hand down. Yes, you can. Whoo! Up, up, and relax. Breathe for a second. We got 20 seconds. We're gonna hold here for 20. We're gonna hold in the press for 20. All right? No, for 10. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, hold. Can you rotate it out just a bit to open up the chest? To squeeze in the back, feel what that does, right? Still trying to hold at about 90 degrees. 3, 2, hold it halfway here. Just hold, elbows in front. If you wanna take them here if that feels better. 5, 4, 3, 2, and breathe. Not so bad, right? Woo, not so bad until we go to this lunge, right? All right, we got 40 seconds here. We got hold for 30 with the hinge. Then we hold it down, curtsy or no curtsy. Join me, let's get it done, team. 3, 2, 1. And here, right here. Drive it up, yes you can. Boom. And up, whoo. Yes. Keep it going. Trying to drop low, keep those shoulders back. I know your shoulders and your biceps are tired. Let's keep them right here. Ready? 10 seconds. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If your hands need a break, take a break. We got 30 seconds. We're gonna iso, hold the lunge, hinge, forward. All right, so really dig deep into that hamstring and glute. Lunge stays down. Let's get it done for 30 seconds. You're down in that lunge. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Forward, drive it up. Little hinge, drive it up. So notice I'm not coming out of the lunge. I'm keeping the low lunge, but I'm hinging forward, pushing out of the heel. So really think about that heel. Think about standing up straight, connecting with the glute and the hamstring. I know we got 5 seconds, so hang with me. 3, balance. 2, 1. Oh man, breathe. Whew. All right, team, let's take this down. You can cross it in the curtsy if you want to hold it there for 20, or you can be in a regular lunge. 20 seconds, this side's harder, I get it. Let's do it. In 3, 2, curtsy or regular, I want you to hold it. Drop it down. Press into the front heel, chest open, shoulders back. If you hinge forward a little bit, that is okay, because again, we're getting those glutes. Can you drop a little lower? Less than 10. Just hold with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe. Oh man, whoo. All right, team, shake it out. One more right here. We got our biceps, let's get our triceps. So 1 or 2 dumbbells over your head, regular. Then we're gonna take it here. If you have 2, we're gonna hold one and do the other. Hold one and do the other. If you don't have that, just keep holding, and then we're gonna hold at the halfway point. All right, I'm gonna aim to use my 2, but if you're using 1, don't worry, we'll still get it done. Here we go. Bring them up, core engaged, down and up. I'm gonna talk you through this. So whether or not you have 1 dumbbell or 2, I want those elbows in, and your goal is to keep them in close, not letting them go out here, right? Pointing forward, and try to get that weight down behind your head. Safety first, of course, but trying not to just go here to here, right? Really getting that range of motion so we get the top of the arms, the back of the arms, where we all want to strengthen, right? We got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, burn. All right, team, this time, if you are able to hold one and do the other, go for it. Otherwise, take it down, hold for a couple counts, then bring it back up. We got 30 seconds. I'm gonna try it, 15 and 15. Here we go, right one's down, left one, down and up. I know that's a little tricky, so if you don't feel safe doing that, I just want you to take it to a slow set, right? But if you can, here to here, yes! And switch, the second one's harder. That one feels a little more strange to me, so again, if that feels strange, I get it. Just take it down and hold slowly up. Relax. All right, guys, I'm switching to 1. You have permission to do that as well. We're gonna hold it down halfway. We're gonna come up slowly like we did with our chest press. Let's get those arms working. 20 seconds. Hold it down. Here we go. Elbows in. Hold it down low, right? We're here. Can you come up halfway and hold it here? Can you come up to 3/4 of the way? Yes, keep those elbows in. I know we want to go all the way up, but can we go back down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully. Oh man, you guys, shake it out. Whew. Arms and legs You know what? We're at our time, but I think we got time for a bonus move. Why don't we sneak one in and let's get all core, all right? We're going to do that plank. We got 60 seconds to get that core. We're gonna hold it. We're gonna hold to the right. We're gonna hold to the left. So we got all isometrics. We're gonna go 10, 15, 15, and 10. Hang with me, last minute. Join me here. If you need to be on your knees, you can. Otherwise, we're coming up on those toes. In 3, 2, 1, all core. I know this is hard because your triceps and biceps are feeling it, but we're gonna hold, tuck the pelvis, tighten up those legs and glutes, stay lifted, and we're gonna rotate. We're gonna hold to the side, 15. You can be up and open. You can be here. You can be here. Up to you. We're gonna take it through the center in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it to the other side. Here we go, hold it up. Stay lifted, really driving up. Think about driving the elbow to the hip. I can't see, but I'm sure we're good. Again, you can open up. You can be here, whatever is good for you. We're gonna take it back to center in 5, 4, 3, 2, here. And let's tap the knees down right here, using your core to do it, right? And we got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. That's your bonus move. Stretch it back. I know, right? Easy bonus move. Maybe not because we're tired, but stretch those arms out. Great work, everybody. Come up on all fours. Roll through cat-cow. I know. I feel it too. So remembering the goal of this workout is to show that you can get progressive overload. You can really get those muscles stronger and working harder without having to go heavier or faster, right? Roll back onto your feet, pedal. I often do workouts where we do in muscle endurance sets, right? Where we're building endurance, slowly roll it up, take your time, hands on top of your legs. Again, if you wanna roll through your back. But often we will do it in a way where we get some slow sets or we get some isometric holds, slowly up, increasing that time under tension, progressive overload. Oh, my arms are feeling it. It's hard to tell in the moment, whatever you're working is feeling the most tired. Right now, my triceps are feeling that. It's a good feeling, right? So if you are stuck in a rut, if you feel like, oh, every time I do this, it's feeling too easy, but I'm not able right now to get heavier weights, which of course I encourage you to do. That is a way to do it. Add some isometric holds, add some slow sets, add some holds with some movement. All of these things are really gonna help you to increase that time under tension. Shoulders here. Make sure you get some more stretching on your own. Obviously, we're keeping it pretty short and sweet today, so build in that mobility and flexibility into your routine. Walk those feet in, both after this workout and during your day, during your weeks. Thank you so much for joining me today. One big deep breath in and out. You did it. That was your dumbbell iso strength workout. Great job, everybody.